April 23rd, 2017. I'm going to show you some photos of all types of different things, mainly like things that the government likes to hide from us, and things that the governments around the world are involved in, especially like the G20s. I'm going to go over kind of briefly like what exactly is going on in these photos. I'm going to start off with the government and their hidden space program, and some of the stuff they have. I'm going to show you some pictures. Not all of them are taken by me, but some of them are. And I'm going to also go over a little bit with the sun simulator, so show you some photos of the sun simulator. And we're going to touch on the gray alien deal, which they're really not alien. They're more interdimensional beings, and they're more demonic than alien. That's for sure. It's more or less like gray alien is more or less like a genetically, modified vehicle or vessel for these demonic beings. And if you don't believe me, you can research it yourself. Even when they've dissected these things and stuff like that, there's one lung and a heart. It's just these things are made in a laboratory. They're made to be a vessel. It also goes along with the human cloning thing, like a lot of the big name celebrities, like not all actors and all that, but like some of the bigger ones, just like the name that sells. See, it's like they're in policy. If something happens or the person isn't cooperating, right, the actor or actress or some sort of star, music star even, they'll have several of these clones are politicians, big politicians also. And these clones are used as basically a vessel for the ones that really control this earth. And like Oprah, that's a big one. A name like that is worth so much money, and it's so easy for propaganda to spread the propaganda using these celebrities and stuff like that. So in their laboratories, why they're doing all this, Dell's Base is a really, really famous one for this. It's probably one of the more famous ones and well-known ones. They do genetic modifications and gene splicing and stuff like that. When they splice the genes of a human and a spider and stuff like that, and you're going to see these photos towards the end. And I'm going to show you what one of these things do. This one in particular is huge. I believe it's to be like 18 foot, and it pretty much terrorized this urban neighborhood for several nights and several days. And there's a lot of photos and video taken of it. You can find it on your own. These are also vessels, and sometimes they're not. They're just pretty much like a animal locked in a cage. It's they're very confused, and like I've heard stories about like the people that went down there in Dulce to where they do the gene splicing, and this is where like a lot of the missing people end up. If they're taken away, and they'll use them and hold them for a long time. Sometimes they even release them. You can find the stories, first-hand stories from these people, and they all have like pretty good evidence to back it up. But yeah, that's pretty wild stuff. I mean, gene splicing, mixing spiders and humans and horses and humans and stuff like that. It really makes you think about like the Greek mythology. Sorry, it's still early, but anyways, you know what I mean. You know, you got like your half horse and half man, and like the little guy that plays the flute, you know, half goat, half human, and the minotaurs and stuff like that. You know, half bull, half man. You know, it really makes you think because back a long time ago, in the days of Noah, and there's so much proof of this. You can just look at the pyramids as proof. It was way more advanced than we are now, and I mean, we're coming up to where it was then in our technology. The Viminias you hear about, that stuff is real. The UFO technology, that's where it came from. It came from Atlantis. See, Atlantis represents an old world. It's not a particular city or anything like that. When the flood happened, it split Atlantis. Part of Atlantis went like the eastern part of southeastern part of Atlantis is down where Antarctica is. We in the United States, part of the Grand Canyon, that was part of the eastern side of Olympus as well, or Atlantis. I'm sorry, and so it got split up, and that's why we find all these little pieces of technology and stuff like that. Even at the bottom of Lake Michigan, there's been found ancient power grids from pre-flood era, and it's pretty wild stuff. I mean, this is stuff that the government's hiding from us. So if you think for a second there's no such thing as a sun simulator and they manufactured a sky, you need to look at these photos and research them, because this is the stuff they're doing behind our back. They work with fallen entities, and I'm going to show you the photos, of course. Working with the government, you'll see strange aircraft flying with F-16s. This is a demonic fallen entity. They do they can morphosize into any shape or form, especially like the fallen cherubims are really well known for this. They talk about like an Ezekiel's wheel. That's a cherubim angel. I'm going to show you at the very end. I'll show you the cherubim angel in its main forms that it likes to take and its natural form. That'll be the last photos I show you. Will be a true fallen angel, cherubim angel, in its natural form. The one before it is the one they usually, when we see them here on Earth, this is the form they take. It looks just like your classic UFO in a way. So, yeah, these governments and New World Order type stuff, they are into some sick stuff. They don't like God. They want to desecrate anything that He had made. So, when you start to look at like why is the government doing this? Why is our sky blocked out? Why are they lying to us? This is the reason why. They've infiltrated our school system, and television is one of their biggest tools. And the last and least deal they needed to trick the humans, the humanity, into believing there is no God, is to make sure that they were never to be known as the fallen. That's why they that's why they act like they're from another planet or from outer space. They're aliens, and they'll do anything to protect their identity. Because once their identity's exposed, we all know that there's a God, and they don't want that neither. So that's why they disguise themselves. And there must have been some kind of deal made between them and the governments, because that's where a lot of our technology comes from. They won't necessarily tell us how to build it, but they'll take us to places, and they'll show us the technology from the old world, and that's how we get it. It's all of our technology is coming from the past, and I'm doing my best to show it to you. So I have some new some sun simulator pictures and videos coming up here this week. My new camera's coming in tomorrow, so I'll be able to get some really good ones for you again. I got a bunch of ones from this month that I haven't shown you yet, so I might do a couple videos on that. I appreciate you guys subbing. Share these videos. You know, please get the word out. You know, do your best. There's a lot of my subs are have channels of their own, and they're spreading the word. That's awesome. Just keep on spreading the word and sharing this information. Y'all take care.